Please give the lady a mic right there.
Da Repubulika papa w'Abanyarwanda uri hano kuko nasenze Imana kugira ngo nkubone, nasabye ijuru ngo rizakumpa ariko ndakubonye. Imana ishimwe papa wanjye, nkuko uhaguruka ngo u Rwanda ntirukababare ukanga ko ikiremwa muntu cyababazwa, nanjye mpagurutse kubw'agahinda k'umwana wanjye, kandi nzi ko urwanira ukuri kandi urwanira gutsinda. Nagize akarengane, ndi umunyarwandakazi nitwa Uwaje Amahoro Nadine. Nagiye kubyara mfite randevu yo kubagwa kuko umwana akurikirana ari narabazwe. Ibitaro bimbwira ko birambaga saa 2 za mu gitondo, banyambika sonde, bigera saa 8 bataraza kumbaga, umwana akaza agakubita umutwe kuri sonde. Ndatabaza kubera hari umuganga umwe, barambwira ngo baje saa 11, basanga umwana yarangije gusufurira mu matako, bakuruza vantuze, biviramo umwana wanjye kubora ubwonko. Na ibitaro bya Faisal biranzi, Dr. David niho mukurikiranye ku bwonko, ambwira ko umwana wanjye atazarenza ukwezi ariho, ariko Imana iramurinze, bagiye kuzuza imyaka 5. Imana yampaye umugisha wo kugera muri iki gihugu. Ubuzima bwari bukomeye nza hano, nkuko mu buzima bukomeye najyaga Faisal, ariko naremenza mu mujyi uhenze kugira ngo nkurikirane ubuzima bw'umwana wanjye. Muvuriza ku bitaro bikomeye bya Children National Washington, nabo bambwiye ko ubwonko bwe bwaboze kuva ku munsi wa mbere avuka kugeza ku mezi 7. Ntabwo yicara, ntavuga, ntareba, nta muvoma n'imwe. Nagiye kurega mu rukiko rwa Gasabo, urubanza barurya mbireba kandi ibimenyetso bigaragara, bagahakana ko batishije sonde, kandi sonde bayambika ugiye kubagwa. Nyakubahwa narajuriye nubwo ndaha, ariko ubushobozi bwanjye ntabwo bwabinyemereraga. Uvuga rimwe bigatungana, kandi ikibazo winjiye muragikemura. Nshaka ko kuri kugaragara. Byanteye igikomere cyo kumva ko mu bushobozi buke mfite ngomba gufasha abana babana n'ubumuga nk'ubu ngubu. Mu karere ka Gicumbi mfite abana bagera kuri 12 mfasha mu mafaranga make nshobora kubona. Nkibuka ko kurya umusokoro hari icyo wabafasha nkabohereza mu mushahara wose nabona, kugira ngo babone pampa. Abana babana n'ubumuga ababyeyi tuba twarahahamutse, nta kiza tubona mu maso yacu. Harimo abo bita mama debire. Numva hakenewe uburenganzira n'ubundi bufasha bushoboka, ku buryo niyo umwana wanjye yarenganurwa ntago nzabikora njyenyine. Numva nakora ikigo cyitwa Rogani gifasha abo bana babana n'ubumuga. Nyakubahwa Perezida, murakoze, ikibazo cyanjye cyari icyo.
That was a surprise. Yeah. As I said, I'm from Kigali. I'm from Rwanda. I was born and raised there, and that's where I started my career as an artist. Talking about entertainment facilities, as you mentioned, it has been very, very hard for an artist like me to perform or to organize your own event. But you remember when I launched my 10 years event, like my 10 years celebration of my career in Kigali Arena. That's when I realized like our entertainment has been doing it for a long time. And I would say that these entertainment facilities put our country on the global stage. It promotes our culture, and those who come to our country, they go back with our culture and they go back with our music. That's how we become promoted. I'll give you an example. One of the guy whose name is Steve, he's one of the member of the record label here in America, which is called Scarf Records. He heard my music when he was in Kigali, and he liked my songs. He contacted me, and now I'm working with Hollywood. Through that person, and that's where the collab with Shaggy came from. So back in the days, I used to go, when I started to travel, trying to promote my music, I used to go outside of the country, and when I said I'm from Rwanda, people used to confuse it. They'd be like, you Rwanda, Uganda? I'll be like, no, I'm from Rwanda. But now, here we are. Last year, I came here in America. I did my tour to promote my music. And everywhere I went, they know Rwanda, and they know us very well. So it's very, very good. As I said, I was born in 92. To some, at the point, I was like, maybe I was born in the wrong timing, or what, but not really, because I'm happy that I have seen all these 30 years with my own eyes. I've seen the country growing. It was very hard for the last time, because performing in front of people like you, people used to be sad to the point that you tell them to clap and they cannot. Through the entertainment and all this, we entertain people. People are happy back at home. Have you heard about this comedy and music, basketball, football? So this, if it wasn't the entertainment facilities, this could not be happening like this. Thank you.
And maybe if I can come in there, I saw from the statistics that Francis from RDB and his colleagues shared, when you have facilities like those, it's not just about sports. I think RDB just released their statistics. They made $92 million from mice holding events in Rwanda, of which close to 15% was sports events. But when you have an arena like that, I think what we've seen also from Rwanda is that you host sports events, yes. You host music concerts. We saw Kendrick Lamar and many others, Boys to Men, among others, come to Rwanda to participate in the arena. But we also see music, gospel music, Israel Mbonye, filling up the stadium. So from sports to traditional music, gospel, and then you see Hunger Pitch Fest, a technology event in the arena. So I think our message is, when you have facilities like that, they're multi-purpose, they're economic driver, you can make money, 15% of mice from that, and this is what we're telling other countries as well in Africa. Don't look at it as sports only, look at it as an economic driver, and you can actually make money from running these events in your country. But it's not just the money, it's also the jobs. Come to think about what it takes to run a league, a sports league, like the Basketball Africa League. How many jobs you actually create? You have players that play the game, you have coaches, you have referees, you have managers, you have medical team, you have nutritionists, you have sound engineers, you have camera people, you have lawyers because you have contracts to sign, you have marketing people. The number of jobs are just immense, and that's really the story. It's job creation, it's driving economic growth through events, among other things, but it's really a story of growth for the future of the continent.
Now, you just heard Claire and Bruce Melodie highlighting the importance of facilities. Now, many people ask themselves, should we keep building these facilities in Rwanda? The answer is a resounding yes. Now, if you look at Rwanda and most African countries in general, there's a growing middle class with consumers who have evolving consumer needs and habits. The Rwandan leadership has been intentional in anticipating these trends and investing ahead of the curve. Now, facilities like the BK Arena, the conference centers, the hotels, they all create value today They will create value in 5 years, in 10 years, even in 50 years. Now, we've been lucky. We've had a visionary leader in President Kagame, His Excellency President Kagame. He has provided us with a very clear vision, a strong, bold, and decisive leadership, which has allowed us to imagine what success can look like, how Rwanda can eventually host the world with all these facilities. Now, I want to make an ask of you, members of the diaspora. If you have a skill in sports or entertainment, come and use it in Rwanda. Now, if you believe that there are no opportunities, come and create them. Rwanda is open for business. Now, before I conclude, I want to leave you with one final thought. Rome was created around a Colosseum. And by the way, the Colosseum was a venue for sports and entertainment. Today, almost 2,000 years later, tourists are still flocking to the Colosseum. The Colosseum is still being used as a stage for small concerts. So in other words, these facilities are critical to the economic development of our country, and we should keep investing in them because they create the brand that is Rwanda. Thank you for your kind attention.
I would like to speak to young people here. When we grow up, twajyaga twumva ijambo Rwanda rw'ejo. By the time I was like, hari igihe kinini tuzaba dukura. Ariko, right now, nitwe Rwanda. Ejo harageze, ubu noneho natwe dufite ubushobozi bwo gutekereza ku Rwanda rw'ejo. Tukarwereka cyangwa se tukaruha ingero z'uko u Rwanda rukwiye kuba rumeze. Murakoze.
Your Excellency, we can take one more question if your time allows. Okay. So we'll take one more question in this room. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Okay, we'll take a question from this side.
Check, check. Hello, hello. Oh, wow. Okay. Your Excellency, I'd like to start and be like everybody else. Instead of a question, it's a vote of thanks. Erega, oya, munyumve banyarwanda. Nyakubahwa Perezida wa Repubulika, ibibazo byinshi mwarabikoze ku buryo ubu ngubu igisigaye ni ugutanga amashimwe. My name is Yana Ruheta and I'm a final year biochemistry student. I had the privilege to sit on the healthcare panel today. And to make us understand how revolutionary the healthcare system in Rwanda has been. Like this? Gurcha? Okay, perfect. I really want to highlight how revolutionary the healthcare system in Rwanda has been. In 1994, how much do you think was the Rwandan life expectancy? According to the World Bank in 1994, the life expectancy of Rwandans at birth was 44.6 years. Now, in 2022, the same study was done again, and guess where Rwandans are now? In 2022, life expectancy in Rwanda at birth is 66.5 years. This means that in only 2 decades, Rwanda was able to expand its people's life expectancy by 20 years, something that has rarely been seen in the world. So, Rwanda rwiza, Rwanda dukunda. Healthcare in Rwanda holds no bounds and has boundless opportunities.
Please make sure
so,
to get to the point.
Yes, I'm getting to the point. I'm getting to the point.
Yes, please.
Abana bawe bo mu mahanga. Yes, abana bawe bo mu mahanga dukora tukwibuka, dukora turanzwe n'indangagaciro waduhaye, kandi gira icyizere abana bawe tuzagaruka gukomeza kukubaka no kuguteza imbere. Thank you.
Thank you so much. His Excellency has been very generous. We're going to take 3 more questions. We'll take 1 question from right here, and we'll get 2 questions from right there. And 1 more from here. That will be all. So let's give a mic. The 3 people standing right here at the front, and 1 person right here. Okay. Please get a mic to...
Thank you. Your Excellency, Mr. President, and everyone here. I'm Michael Luongo. I'm a PhD student and also an instructor at Purdue University School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. And if things fall into place, I'll teach for a little while at UTB in Kigali. My question, and I'll just get right to it, is where does tourism fit into Rwanda's future? It's how I know and how I was invited here. The embassy had invited me to this event, Charles and Vital, because I will be maybe teaching education about tourism there. The sports talk hinted at tourism, but can you tell me more details about where tourism and inviting foreigners to experience Rwanda fits into the future of Rwanda? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll also remind people that we do have other leaders in the room. We have the Minister of Justice, Minister of Finance, Minister of State of Health, Minister of Youth and Arts, the Minister of State of Education, and others that you heard from earlier. So we can also direct questions to those people. Okay, let's hear from the 2 people right there. 1 more here, and that will be all for today.
President Kagame. My name is Adam DePico. I'm from Columbia University, SIPA, and I have the privilege here today in working on a project with the RSSSB. And my question to you is touching upon how to build a strong private sector in Rwanda as you look towards the next 30 years of economic growth and development. How can Rwanda position itself in the region, and what can Rwanda do to attract private sector growth and encourage foreign investment? And which international continental partners that you haven't partnered with thus far would be fitting partners to bring Rwanda forward in the next 30 years? Thank you, President.
Thank you so much, and thank you for getting straight to the point. 1 more question there, and 1 question right here.
nk'uko uhaguruka urengera u Rwanda ukaba waje gushaka abanyarwanda bawe hano, nanjye mpagurukiye umwana wanjye. Murakoze, Imana ibahe umugisha.
Thank you so much, and we'll take our last question from right here. Let's get the mic right here at the front.
Mr. President, we Washingtonians want to welcome you back to America. It's great to have you here. And my question is about bilateral relations between the United States and Rwanda. And would you please tell us here in the audience, we Americans and also all the Rwandans here, both from your country and also from the diaspora, what can you tell us about the positive relations in the last few years between Rwanda and the United States? Give us some examples of those positive aspects and how you see that relationship going forward. And also, we would be so interested in any communications that you can talk about, that you've had good communications with our President Joe Biden and those good relations. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, if it is okay with you, we didn't give a chance to the people in the other room to ask a question, so if it is okay with you, I'll give them an opportunity. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. We will take 1 question from the Woodrow Wilson room. I know we have so many questions in here. Your Excellency, as you can see, 4 years of questions. We need to have you here more often. Let's take one question from the Woodrow Wilson room, and we'll give His Excellency a chance to respond to these questions.
Mr. President, good afternoon, Midway. My name is Jonathan Weaver. I'm the president of the Pan-African Collective. Its objective is to strengthen relationships between the United States and the people of Africa, specifically in Rwanda. We're working with an organization there in Rwanda to involve ourselves in partnership to help early childhood development centers, but also economic empowerment in terms of the donation of cows and goats to vulnerable families. And we've done that now for a number of years. I would like to know, what is your vision with respect to non-governmental organizations such as ours going forward? What would be the priorities for us? Because we want to know exactly what the needs are specifically in Rwanda and how we can best partner with you and the people of Rwanda.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
Last question. One last question.
Your Excellency, I'll give you an opportunity to respond to the questions that were asked.
To begin with, talking about tourism, I answered it in a few words. I think just to say tourism is important to us, very critical part of our economy. We want to promote it. We do everything possible for that. So the answer is it's important. I think that summarizes everything. Then the same thing about the private sector. And I'm being very brief on this type of questions just because I know there have been discussions going on since yesterday and this morning, and we're going into these details. I think that is what the purpose was. So for me to go back and go through what was discussed yesterday, probably it is not the best use of our time. So the private sector also is very important, and we do everything we can to highlight that importance. And again, private sector is key, and we have to do what we can to highlight it. Bilateral relations between the US and Rwanda, probably the most difficult to answer. I'm still learning diplomacy. That's why I'm struggling to find, but let me describe it like this. Our relationship is good. So that says everything. The same thing with now for US, Rwanda, Africa, the question to do with the NGOs, our policy is to allow any organization, any institution that wants to work in Rwanda with government or private sector to be able to do so. We just insist on making sure that there is good coordination, so that people don't come and do anything, anyhow, whatever they want, and irrespective of government policy or the needs of people. So to be able to be more productive in what you are doing, we insist on coordination, simple coordination. That therefore builds on accountability. You must be accountable to the country's system and what you are doing. So NGOs are welcome, but there is a certain discipline that is expected for all of us. Government has to have clear expectations and policies, and to be able to work with other entities that also respond in the same way. I think that's all I can say.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and thank you for taking your time to be with us today. It truly has been an honor. Okay. So we've come to the end of this function. Thank you for being here with us. Remember that there's a lot of entertainment. There's a dinner that is coming up today. There's lots of opportunities to network. There's a career corner back there with lots of companies who've come from Rwanda for young people, young talent that are looking to go back home to intern or get jobs. There's opportunities to connect with people. So make sure you check those out. Thank you so much again, Your Excellency, for being with us today. Okay, we can have young people dance again. Why not? His Excellency would like the young people to dance again. Please, come on. In the meantime, we can have some music from our very own DJ Toxic.
Amahanga y'ahandi ngo bagira ngo ni beza baraduhiga ubukungu bakaduhiga ubuhanga bakaduhiga ubutwari kuko twazabajyanye twaza mwakwirwa hepfo twaza twambaye twaza mwakwirwa hepfo twaza twagize none twaza abakobwa bahari none twaza bagira ngo ni beza twaza twambaye inyonga twambaye ingwe n'imondo ese twambaye inkima mu nda ngoma yayiheye twaza mwakwirwa hepfo twaza twambaye none twaza mwakwirwa hepfo twaza twagize none twaza abangavu bahandi none twaza wanjye yatashye iwacu si kure cyane n'ikimenyimenyi nahavuye none uje inzira ziragendwa iwacu ni Nyarugenge manuka igikondo nganire natashye mu bitanyamaso na Nyabugogo numva umutima urantorotse Kigali yo hasi iransekera ijoro ry'inyenyeri bihumbagiza n'impumuro yawe ndayimenya menya ubwo urugendo ko rushize n'akagahinda ka buri cumu
murakoze cyane nk'uko byavuzwe ngira ngo